My name's Angelo, and welcome to We Want Picks. We break down full fight cards every single week. We give you our picks, our bets, and our fantasy plays. Make sure you like and subscribe so you don't miss any of our content. And this is brought to you by Earn You. Earn You is the world's first sports and esports prediction game, allowing you to earn crypto risk-free. Check it out now at earnu.com. And ODDSJAM. ODDSJAM has the fastest real-time data integrations to spot discrepancies between different sportsbooks and helping users place risk-free bets. Check them out at oddsjam.com. Next up, at UFC 273, we have Vinc Pichel taking on Mark Madsen. Vinc Pichel, 14-2 overall, 4-1 in his last 5, coming off a decision win over Austin Hubbard. Mark Madsen, 11-0 overall, 5-0 in his last 5, coming off a striking match win over Clay Guida. And Vinc Pichel, I freaking love that nickname. I love the rhyming nicknames, as dumb as it sounds. Anyway.
This is two great nicknames because it's the Olympian.
That's a little on the nose because he literally was an Olympian. That's actually kind of stupid. So thanks for the input, though.
I mean, that's an awesome nickname. Not many people are Olympians.
Anyway, Vinc Pichel, he's a pretty good striker, and he moves in and out really well. He has lots of movement. He picks his shots well. I wouldn't say he's technical, but he does time things well. I keep using the word well here. And I wouldn't say he's technical, but he does time things well. I'm just going to nail that one home. He also has solid offensive wrestling when he uses it, and he averages more than 3 takedowns per fight. But what's most surprising is even though he has very good offensive wrestling, he gets taken down very often. Gregor Gillespie took him down 7 times. Roosevelt Roberts took him down twice. Jim Miller took him down twice. Austin Hubbard took him down 4 times. The dude gets taken down. Mark Madsen is an Olympic Greco-Roman wrestler, and previously, every other breakdown before this, we would say Mark Madsen's striking is not very good, but he just won a 3-round decision against Clay Guida with 0 takedowns. The haters in the comment section early on said, well, he had no takedowns because he couldn't get them. He only attempted 1. He only attempted 1 single takedown against Clay Guida, and that's because he didn't need to attempt any more. He was winning those striking exchanges. And he has a positive striking differential. He's got very real power in his hands. And even though his striking has improved, he will absolutely wrestle here. He took Austin Hubbard down 8 times in that win. And if you look at a lot of his wins, tons and tons of wrestling. And that's what I'm going to be counting on him for in this fight. And breaking down this fight, I do all of my notes. I do all my research. And then I look at the odds. The odds are the thing I look at last because sometimes those odds will sway you, right? I'll look at the odds, see somebody's a favorite, and I'm just looking at it through that lens. This fight, I did not look at the odds, and when I pulled them up, I was surprised that Vinc Pichel was the favorite. Genuinely surprised. This dude only has a 25% takedown defense, is taken down by basically every single person he's ever fought, win or lose. Mark Madsen, an Olympic Greco wrestler. Yes, he's a little older. He can be chinny at times, but I see you guys in the comments.
Pichel is the older fighter.
Yeah, he is, but Mark is like wearing his age a little worse. But like,
I think he looks great. I think he wears the bald head very well.
Good for him. I will not look that good bald. And I see you guys in the comments saying, well, did you see the Austin Hubbard fight? He was almost finished. But he wasn't finished. But he wasn't. He's 11-0. He was not finished. And that matters very much. I think Mark should be the favorite. I see him just wrestle. Vinc Pichel gets taken down constantly. He outstruck Clay Guida 98-72 in that fight. And Vinc Pichel's whole striking style is just a lot of movement. Clay Guida is probably the most movement-heavy guy in the division, and Mark Madsen was able to get that done. Mark Madsen is the pick. I'm probably going to do a money line bet on him. I haven't yet. Or a plus 3.5. If I can get good odds on that, I'll probably do the plus 3.5 then. Because his cardio worries me just a little bit. If you don't know what plus 3.5 is, you basically buy 1 single round on the judge's scorecard. So as long as Mark Madsen wins 1 round on his own, I bought another round and then my bet cashes. You're only going to get that at weonpicks.com/bets. And BetOnline is the one partner that offers that. Jakey boy, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree. The cardio, you mentioned the Clay Guida fight. His cardio was fine in that fight, but he didn't wrestle, right? And I think that was the point of that fight. He was like, why would I try and gas myself out trying to wrestle Clay Guida, who is like impossible to wrestle? We've seen him, and he just his movement is crazy. He's a good wrestler in his own right. He can offensive wrestle. So I think Mark Madsen went in that fight and said, I don't want to gas myself out trying to shoot takedowns on this guy. That's going to be hard to take down. So let me just strike with this guy, see how it plays out. He was having success, so he just stuck with it. It was a close decision. It was a split decision, but he won the fight. He came through, and I think a lot of people watched that fight, and his stock kind of dropped it a little bit, right? They watch it like, oh, it's Clay Guida, but Clay Guida's looked great in a lot of fights lately. And you mentioned he didn't need the takedowns to win the fight, so he won the striking exchange. I thought that it rose his stock. And when I did the same thing, when I broke down this fight, the first text I sent you was, Mark Madsen is an underdog? I was like, what am I seeing that everyone else is seeing that Mark Madsen is underdog in this fight? Because if you look at Vinc Pichel, very good, right? He's very good. He's a decent wrestler in his own right, but you mentioned the takedown defense against Gregor Gillespie, 7 of 9. Against Hubbard, 4 of 7. Jim Miller, 2 of 3. Roosevelt Roberts, 2 of 3. People that want to take him down can take him down. And this is the Olympian Mark Madsen. If he wants to take Vinc Pichel down, which I think he will, he's going to take him down. After the Clay Guida fight, he called out Gregor Gillespie. He said, I heard that there's somebody in my division that says they're the best wrestler. So I think he really wants to get back to his wrestling roots, right? He did the Clay Guida thing. He won the striking bout. Let me buckle down and show everyone what I'm all about. I think he comes in and honestly kind of dominates his fight. And be honest with you, Angelo, for the first time ever, I'm pretty sure the first time ever.
Oh my God, you have 2 lock of the weeks?
We're doing 2 lock of the weeks. UFC 273. We missed last week. We have no fights last week. I got to make it up to my people. Kay Hansen, lock of the week. Our second lock of the week is Mark Madsen, man. We're going 2 for 2. We're gonna be 12-2-1 after UFC 273. We're feeling good about it. I like Mark Madsen all the way in this fight. I'm actually the thing that worries me the most, honestly, is that a lot of people are on Mark Madsen. There's a lot of people that are picking him, putting him in parlays. That worries me a little bit, but I see where they're coming from.
Yeah, I mean, listen, all we can do is use the facts in front of us, use what we've seen before, and make educated decisions.
They did move this to the main card.
Oh, they moved this?
Yeah, it's a main card opener now.
Oh, my bad. I just snipped at somebody. I'm very snippy.
Yeah,
today.
I know. I saw that.
I just snipped at somebody in the comments. I didn't know this was the main card opener. I just reorganized this whole thing like earlier today. When did they move it around?
It's on Tapology right now, so it must have just happened.
Okay. Well, anyway, DraftKings $7,800, probably not a bad play, man. If you think he gets all those takedowns, that's probably not bad at all. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, let's say he does get tired and maybe gets finished in the third. He might have 10 takedowns literally before, because somebody mentioned in the chat, Vinc Pichel does get back to his feet, but when you get back to your feet and get taken back down, it's 5 points, 5 points, 5 points. He could lose in the third round and still be a good DraftKings play.
Yep. Nope. Completely agree. Not as long as he sticks to the wrestling game plan, which, he should. Monkey knife fight. It's probably more and more. I don't see a stoppage here. I really don't. I mean, Vinc Pichel's got some hands. Mark Madsen actually has legit power in his hands too, but I don't see a stoppage. 2 older guys going at it, both good offensive wrestling. I think they go at it. It's probably more, or maybe less more if you think Vince is on his back the entire fight. What do you think?
I think it's more and more. I think that Mark, even if he gets him to ground, softens him up a little bit. Vince back to his feet, softens him up, a little striking. So it's probably more and more play. And I will say, I have a oh boy, I kind of forgot I placed this. I have speaking of Mark Madsen and Kay Hansen, a lock of the week. We have double lock of the week. So I put a parlay bet on Madsen and Kay, a 5-unit parlay bet on both of them. So.
Oof. Jesus. Good luck.
Lock of the week. Hey, I put my money where my mouth is.
All right. Well, you want 50 free bucks to not put that much money on fights like Jacob did? Go to WeWantPicks.com/bets. We have 5 different betting partners. Sign up with any one of them. Make a deposit. Let us know after you do. We send you $50 as a thank you. And if you want to check out Monkey Knife Fight, go to WeWantPicks.com/MKF. It is daily fantasy. It's honestly super fun. And all you need to do is say more or less on the strike line in front of you on the screen. And if you're right, you win money. That simple, that easy. Ton of fun. WeWantPicks.com/MKF.